Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, January 20th, 2015. I'm Jim Fuller. Andrew Todd is on assignment tonight. In tonight's news, Governor Haslam was sworn in for his second term on Saturday. A Winchester teenager is killed in a car accident. Motlow College is getting ready for homecoming. We'll tell you the top names for babies in the state. Republican state lawmakers have introduced legislation that would block creation of a state-directed health insurance exchange program as part of the Federal Affordable Care Act. And we'll take you to D.W. Wilson Community Center for the local celebration of Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday. We'll have those stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
I'm Philip Bourne, Stanley Knapp Detail Shop Manager. Here are a few things our customers have to say about our service.
What I love most about the Stanley Knapp Detail Shop is there's someone local that I can trust to pick up my car, have it cleaned, and deliver it back to me in showroom condition.
What really amazed me is when he opened the hood and looked like he had taken the old engine out and put a new engine inside.
We have several different packages and individual services to get your vehicle looking like new again. We're located just behind Stanley Knapp Chevrolet dealership. Call today, schedule an appointment, and see what the difference our detail can make.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
I thought I'd start the video by showing you the apartment building where the fire was. When things like this happen, I think you find a new perspective on life. Red Cross put us in a hotel, so we were able to stay together. We're strong, and if we overcame that, or if we can overcome that, we can overcome anything. So.
Welcome back. Governor Bill Haslam was sworn in for his second four-year term as the 49th governor of Tennessee on Saturday, addressing thousands of inaugural attendees from across the state on War Memorial Plaza with the state capitol serving as the backdrop. Haslam said, quote, "One thing I can guarantee you that we are not going to do in the next 4 years is coast to the finish line. The decisions that we make in the building behind me are too important to the 6.5 million Tennesseans who are alive today, and even more important for the generations that will follow us." The governor called on Tennesseans to work together to build on the state's successes and momentum. Governor Haslam charted progress that has been made in Tennessee during his first 4 years in office, especially in his priority areas of well-managed, efficient, and effective state government, better educational opportunities and outcomes for more Tennesseans, and high-quality, good-paying Tennessee jobs. A Winchester teenager died following a car crash in Coffee County Sunday afternoon. The Tennessee Highway Patrol says Haley Cardinale, age 18, died at the scene of the single-car accident in the eastbound lanes of Interstate 24. Troopers say the victim apparently veered off the highway and then overcorrected her vehicle. The car went down an embankment and struck a tree on the driver's side door. The victim was wearing a seatbelt. Tennessee's modern tradition for the top names for new babies continued in 2014, with Emma and William taking #1 spots for a fourth consecutive year as the most popular names given by new Tennessee parents. William has been the #1 name chosen for baby boys born in Tennessee for 8 straight years. Emma repeats as the most popular name for Tennessee baby girls after taking the top spot on the list in 2011. While the most popular names for boys born in 2014 in Tennessee remains largely unchanged from the previous year, 2 new names broke into the top 10 list of girls' names last year. Harper and Ella are both new additions to the list of Tennessee's most popular names for girls, bumping Emily and Addison out of the top 10. The other girls' names in the top 10 are unchanged from 2013. Ava and Elizabeth held their positions from 2013, but rankings for other top girls' names have shifted from the previous year. William has been the top choice for boys' names in Tennessee since 2007. All 10 top boys' names remain from the 2013 list, with all but Noah changing their rankings from 2013. Milo College will welcome students, alumni, friends, and supporters to the Moore County campus on Saturday, January 31st for the annual homecoming celebration. The Student Government Association, or SGA, sponsors the event, which commences at 1 p.m. in Nesbitt Center. Homecoming activities are centered on the men's and women's basketball teams, hosting Chattanooga State at Copperwell Arena. The women's game begins at 2 p.m. and the men's game follows at 4 p.m. Milo student organizations have submitted nominations for homecoming king and queen, and the student body will vote during the week before homecoming. Mr. and Ms. Motlow representatives from the Moore County campus and the Fayetteville, McMinnville, and Smyrna centers will participate in the ceremony by assisting, crowning, and sashing the king and queen. The homecoming court will be presented during halftime of the men's game, which will be at approximately 4:45 p.m. Sherry Mason, Assistant Director for Student Services at Motlow, said, quote, SGA is working hard to finalize homecoming plans. We'll look forward to a large crowd in support of the nominated students and our basketball teams, end quote. The public is invited and there is no admission charge to homecoming activities or other athletic events at Motlow. Republican state lawmakers have introduced legislation that would block creation of a state-directed health insurance exchange program as part of the Federal Affordable Care Act. Shelby County GOP State Senator Brian Kelsey said that he realizes there are national health care problems, but he wants nothing to do with the federal program and instead supports a private marketplace not affiliated with government. Several states have sponsored their own insurance exchanges, but Tennessee has opted to let Washington operate the program here. At issue is a pending Supreme Court ruling that could gut the system, now providing federal tax incentives to offset the cost of exchange premiums. Opponents say incentives for both state and federal exchanges are illegal. About 121,000 Tennesseans now qualify for incentives. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
The wait is finally over. The 2015 50th anniversary Ford Mustang is finally here. This is one awesome vehicle. Let me give you a few stats on this V8 Mustang. 435 horsepower, independent rear suspension, 25 miles per gallon, and this is the one you've been waiting for. 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds. Don't blink an eye or you'll miss it. Come by Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester and check it out. The 2015 Mustang, the all-new redesign, will leave you speechless.
Hello, this is Janie Price. When my husband Ray Price would tour across the country, his favorite place to dine was Cracker Barrel Old Country Store locations. His favorite thing to order was the Uncle Herschel.
And the beauty of it all is forever, you'll be holding me to.
I miss Ray dearly, and I'm so proud that his last album, Beauty Is the Final Session, is available at his favorite restaurant.
A love affair to remember.
The project includes a duet with Martina McBride and harmony vocals from Vince Gill. Ray believed this to be the best recording he had ever made.
Oh, I wish I was 18 again.
I think you'll agree when you pick up your copy of Beauty Is the Final Sessions at a Cracker Barrel Old Country Store location near you or at crackerbarrel.com.
Get caught buzzed driving, and you could do some hard time.
Craig, knock it off.
Sorry, Mom.
It could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. And that could set you back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back. Tullahoma residents gathered at C.D. Stamps Community Center yesterday morning in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday. John Gray brings us this story.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're at C.D. Stamps, and it's Martin Luther King Day, and we're getting ready to have the walk that we have every year. There's the mayor coming in, all different kind of people. There's the elder statesman right there. Look at that, look at that. Isn't that great? It's great right there. There's a big crowd here at C.D. Stamps, and we'll get this walk started off here just in a minute. There's Mayor Curley right there.
It's small in numbers, but we're here to do what we said we're going to do. So if you just come in a little closer there, maybe everyone can stay warm and greet one another as we come in. Oh yeah, we got a nice little crowd, nice small little crowd, but Chief, everything's gonna be all right. We'll stay behind one another, and we're gonna make this thing work this morning. How you all feel this morning? Good, good. Blessed. Oh, that's great. That's great. That's great. I didn't get a chance to see the rising of the sun this morning, but I can feel it. Amen. I can feel it right on my back. I know this is going to be a great day. Amen. As we reflect back, we look at all the wonderful things that the Lord has done for us, all the prosperity and a good health today. So some of you were here last year, you're here today. So, you know, we have something to be thankful for. Yeah, this is another day's journey this year, 2015. And we all ought to rejoice and be glad.
And the march is leaving CD stamps. They will walk to City Hall and then turn around and come back. It's a good group this morning. Everybody marching, celebrate Martin Luther King.
Now that means you're going to have to step it up.
Yeah, look, there's the chiefs in the back there. And they'll be headed down Jackson Street. And then followed up by the Tullahoma Fire Department. All right, folks, and here they come past the viaduct, the bridge coming into town. They're coming up Jackson Street right now, headed toward downtown Tullahoma in honor of Martin Luther King. This is many years we've done this here in Tullahoma, where churches and members of the community get together and walk in celebration of Martin Luther King and what Dr. King stood for. And as we look from City Hall, we can see the group approaching downtown, where they will gather at the flagpole at City Hall. And the group has reached the main block downtown. You can hear the singing.
We accomplished something this morning. It feels like it's a great day in Tullahoma. It's going to be a great day. The morning has started off good and everybody's singing, everybody's joyful that this new year has come in. This march has started. I think we're on to something this morning. I think we're on for something for the rest of the year. But this is the start of the year. If it goes this well, the rest of the year, we have something to be proud of. The city of Tullahoma will have something to be proud of.
All right, now they're headed back to CD stamps, and there'll be events going on down there for the rest of the morning. A joyous day.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Serving you as a local firefighter.
Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force.
Serving Tullahoma.
Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
It's your trademark. That's something special everyone knows and remembers. It's your thing. It's made holidays special for decades and summers unforgettable for the entire neighborhood. It's made everyone laugh every single time. Don't let illness or injury keep you from doing your thing. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
If you want to be a parent, it doesn't matter how you play, what you wear, how you dance, or even what direction life takes you. You just need to be there. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care don't need perfection. They just need you.
Welcome back. I spoke recently with Tullahoma Police Chief Paul Blackwell, who says we can expect some good news about traffic accident data for the area. And we're pleased to have Tullahoma Police Chief Paul Blackwell joining us today. First time this year, we were talking about a moment ago, and
that's right.
He's here to talk today, I think, to talk about accidents.
Right. Accidents are one of those things that occur every single day.
Yeah.
And of course, since you said this is the beginning of the new year, one of the things we always do is compile our statistics for last year so that we can start preparing our annual report. And looks like our accidents are going to be down again last year from the previous year, from 2013. A pretty good number. Yeah, I don't want to exactly say a number because I like to keep that for the annual report.
Sure.
But it is pretty significant, the number of accidents we've decreased.
So I guess that would sort of follow a trend from the state, who released some numbers that showed fatalities were down.
Fatalities are down now. Of course, last year fatalities hit us pretty hard. We had at least 3 fatalities last year.
Which is really kind of unusual, I think.
That is very unusual.
For this area.
It's tragic. But, unfortunately, they did occur, and we have to report those to the state. Now, when I say our accidents decreased, it's those we report to the state. The accidents, like the little parking lot accident where someone opens their door and creases your car, or you back into a telephone pole, things like that, they don't get reported to the state. But the ones that we do report to the state are usually the more high-dollar ones, or the injury accidents. So those
is that the criteria for what you have to report to the state?
Yeah, because most of the ones we have on like private property, maybe someone comes out from one of the stores and there's a ding or a dent on their door. They don't know who did it. So we don't have to send those to the state. That just stays local. Or somebody comes into our police department 3 days later and says, "Oh, my car's got some damage on it. I just discovered it."
Right.
There's no way we can investigate that, so we just write a report on it, document the damage so they can get it fixed through their insurance companies. But those don't go to the state. So the ones that we report are the ones that we track for how well we're doing. And we think a lot of that's attributed to our traffic enforcement program, and people knowing that we are out there enforcing those things like running stop signs, running red lights, speed, the things that we find are usually the contributors to accidents. And those, I think people are aware of that and being a little more cautious. One of the things I tell people, or when you talk to other law enforcement or people that, or even insurance company agents, that every time we get in a car, we are only a few feet away from a potential accident, damaging our car, injuring ourselves, or serious injury.
Sure.
And that's why it's so important that we drive defensively. As we talked before, you and I, going 5 miles, 10 miles over speed limit doesn't really get you anywhere any faster,
right?
Because of the red lights or the possibility of getting stopped by a police officer. So defensive driving is very important. Police officers have accidents also, and of course the first thing I do is scratch my head and think we're supposed to be the ones telling people to be aware. But sometimes they happen, and when we police have an accident, we do a lot of investigation to try to find out what happened. Whereas if you and someone else have an accident, we're there, we get the information, we make a determination, did someone commit a violation, then we move on. If a police car gets damaged, we do all kinds of work to find out, did the officer do something? Do we need to retrain the officer? Do we need to take some corrective action? Because we had last year from our patrol division, over 350,000 miles driven.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. So when we put that many miles on a vehicle, on our fleet, we've got to make sure that we're driving defensively.
We'll be right back with more Newsleader.
Hi, I'm John Greenwood. Let me tell you a few of the ways our parts and service team is committed to keeping your vehicle in top condition. Factory trained, certified technicians and ASE certified who can service all makes and models. Everyday low price oil change of $29.95 with a free 16-point vehicle inspection for your convenience. Schedule your next service appointment at StanMcNabb.com. We'll get you in and out, back on the road with peace of mind. Stan McNabb Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, 1200 East Carroll, right here in Tullahoma, Tennessee.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
Looking for a unique gift for someone special, or perhaps something just for yourself? Then you need to check out Grady Mac Denim Company, right here in the heart of Tullahoma. Grady Mac features the full line of men's and women's Lucky brand apparel. Stop in and check out our denim production line. Grady Mac offers a full line of outdoor sporting apparel and much more. And check out our custom fly fishing equipment, fine art, and signed sports memorabilia. There's something for everyone at Grady Mac Denim Company, the most unique store in Tullahoma.
Welcome back. David Lillard was granted a new 2-year term as state treasurer by the Tennessee General Assembly last week. Lillard has served as Shelby County Commissioner and worked in the private sector as a financial attorney. Lillard was first elected to the post in 2009. In this video from TNReports.com, Lillard thanks members of the General Assembly.
Mr. President Ramsey and Madam Speaker Harwell and distinguished members of the General Assembly, I just want to make just a couple of remarks here today on some points that are relevant. Tennessee ranks 17th in the nation in population, but in terms of excellence in financial management, Tennessee ranks among the highest tier of our sister states. For example, our pension plans are the 6th best funded in the nation. These achievements are team efforts of many, including dedicated state employees. They perform the daily work of operating many Treasury Department programs, including college savings, financial literacy, unclaimed property, claims administration, risk management, defined contribution plans, and the Tennessee Consolidated Retirement System, to name just a few. Few Tennesseans realize that the Tennessee Treasury Department has under management in-house every day approximately $45 billion in assets. Such excellence in performance produces the $2.1 billion paid each year to our retirees throughout our state. These payments are a significant economic positive force in every Tennessee county and city. But these achievements are also the product of exemplary leadership. For this, I thank you, the members of the Tennessee General Assembly, our governor, my constitutional officer colleagues, and the Commissioner of Finance and Administration, and all our predecessor leaders, including past treasurers, for leading our financial programs with integrity and wisdom compared to multiple other states that have taken a less prudent path. I am gratified and humbled that the General Assembly has allowed me to continue my leadership role in Tennessee's financial management achievements. Finally, I want to thank my wife, Patricia, who is here with me today, who through her love and compassion and support is the light that enables me to continue to serve Tennessee and her people. Thank you so much for the opportunity to serve.
Tennessee Comptroller Justin P. Wilson won a new term as the state's top money cop, as he describes the post. Wilson was tapped by the General Assembly on January 14th to serve his 4th term as comptroller. In this video from TNReports.com, Wilson talks about the role of his office in analyzing performance and management of various state agencies and local government bodies.
Number one priority is to make Tennessee government work better. And that's what we focus on in all aspects of it. Fortunately, the governments of Tennessee, the state, as well as local governments, generally have responsible government, and we want to keep it that way.
with respect to the audits and publishing the findings, are the agencies and the governments that you audit, do you feel like they're responsive to, does it help, in terms of public awareness and make them more accountable to voters?
Some certainly are, and some are not. And our hope is that they all become responsive. And we're working on that. And generally speaking, the people of Tennessee want good government, and that's what we try to make happen.
Is there anything that can be done to make them more responsive to the findings that you guys come up with? Well,
now, of course, they're just one officer's opinion. That's all they are. They're our opinions, and we really want to be sure that the word gets out. We publish what we say. We believe that the public process works.
How do you decide when and kind of where to focus, your resources?
It's always a difficult question. Now, some are statutorily required. We need to do the single audit for the state of Tennessee and the so-called CAFR, which is the Comprehensive Annual Financial Statements for the state of Tennessee and for the counties. What else we do beyond that is some of which is legislatively required, and some of which are discretionary in our office, and it's a judgment call.
Don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9, and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include Kelly from Glick & Woods Dentistry, who will tell us how you can get your children a free checkup and cleaning. Andy Harvey from Harvey's Gym will come by and let you know how you can help get healthier in 2015. Also, Tullahoma's Kurt Glick will give us an update on the new splash park construction at D.W. Wilson. All that and more on this week's Living. We'll be right back in a moment with your weather forecast.
The year-end inventory reduction sale is going on right now at Russell Barnett Kia of Tullahoma. We have a field full of cars, and purchase any of these cars out of dealer inventory and receive invoice pricing. Check out this 2015 Kia Forte, yours today, $17,995. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. Inventory reduction sale at invoice pricing, only at Russell Barnett Kia of Tullahoma. Why buy anywhere else?
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1933 at 68 degrees. The record low was in 1985 at minus 10 degrees. The average high on this day is 48, and the average low is 29. Tonight, look for cloudy weather in your forecast with a low of around 34. Partly sunny weather expected on Wednesday with a high of 54 and low of 32. Mostly cloudy weather expected on Thursday with a high of 50 and a low of 32. And that's our newsletter report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.